Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and those in between, I warmly welcome you to this edition on a review of a book. This book transports you to a Korean family, Korean society, and Korean cuisine. The Vegetarian is the title of the novel written by Han Kang. Han Kang is the winner of the 2024 Nobel Prize for Literature. The Vegetarian is translated from the Korean language by Deborah Smith. The Vegetarian. The story begins with the husband as the narrator of the story, describing about his life and his wife who has started to have strange dietary habit, which is giving up on meat and seafood. The protagonist of the story, Yeong-hye, has a haunting dream. She is in the middle of disliking what once she liked. She hates to touch the seasoned oysters. When she clearly enunciates to her father, "I do not eat meat," her father goes mad, berserk, and the scene is distasteful to her siblings too. The story is about the plight of meat-eating husband and his vegetarian wife. Set in Seoul, the story is a palimpsest of horror. The narration of the story shifts from the husband to the third person. You will discover about Buddhist cuisine, what is sexual, asexual, and unsexual. The food items mentioned are ginseng, Chinese quince tea, beef shabu, belly pork, squid and sliced eel, which the protagonist's mother-in-law has sent from the countryside ages ago. Fried croaker tied with yellow string, dumplings made of beef, pork, chicken and saltwater eel. Kimbap, plain seaweed soup with beef or clams. In the freezer are miso powder, chili powder, frozen fresh chilies, minced garlic. Fragrant caramelized deep-fried belly pork by marinating meat in minced ginger and glutinous wafer-thin slices of beef seasoned with black pepper and sesame oil and then coated with sticky rice powder and dipped in bubbling shabu-shabu broth. Bibimbap with bean sprouts, minced beef and pre-soaked rice stir-fried in sesame oil. Kimchi, squash porridge, sticky rice porridge with beef stock, chicken and duck soup with chunks of potato in spicy broth packed with full of tender clams and mussels. Yeong-hye, which is a kind of beef tartare. Bulgogi, which is a meal at Korean Chinese restaurant. Raw tuna and octopus noodles and among others. The protagonist of the book is going through a struggle over becoming a vegetarian from being a non-vegetarian. Yeong-hye's strange behavior has begun around 3 years earlier when she abruptly became a vegetarian. She has grown shockingly thin, slept barely at all, and withdrew so completely that conversation became impossible. Her whole family is worried. Still, life continues. Yeong-hye is moved to a hospital. She has endured everything, time itself, and her condition. Outside, the rain eases. Yeong-hye her sister, sat by her bedside and unpacked small, tightly sealed containers. A sweet fragrance spreads through the humid air. The Vegetarian is a small book, bigger than the biggest short story and smaller than the smallest novel, about 104 pages. The Vegetarian is a novel originally published in the Korean language as 3 separate novelettes and then compiled into a novel. A wife has turned from non-vegetarian to a vegetarian, and her husband is unable to come to terms with her, as his wife is unable to grapple with her life. The story in 3 words: bleak, beautiful, beckoning.